Hi guys, welcome to Hope with Jonathan podcast. And on this podcast, we will share the patient's personal story with battling kidney disease, dialysis, transplant, and more. Guys, we'll also share stories of hope and encouragement for those that are in need of a living kidney donor. We will also advocate for them, a living donor, to step forward to give them the miracle gift of life of transplant. Guys, based upon my personal near-death experience with kidney disease, I started this streaming show called Hope with Jonathan, and also this podcast, Hope with Jonathan Podcast. Guys, if you want to hear more stories like this, please stay tuned. I'd like to thank my special guest, Ray Rodriguez from Clearwater, Florida. Ray has a kidney page that you can find all of his information on at Ray Needs a Kidney on Facebook. Ray is a veteran who is currently battling kidney disease and is in need of a living kidney donor. Ray shares his story on this interview, and he speaks on his struggles with kidney disease, kidney dialysis, and in waiting for a living donor to come forward for him to be able to get a kidney transplant. Again, guys, I really appreciate all the support, love, comments, and feedback that you guys have given me on Hope with Jonathan. Hope with Jonathan podcast puts a spotlight on patients who are in need of a living kidney donor. And this interview was a recap on a past interview that we had done with Ray, and it was time for a recap. And I'll be doing more of these type of interviews this year. And it's a good thing to go back and try to recap and kind of get an update on some of these patients who are still in need of a living kidney donor. Again, guys, Raymond Rodriguez is in need of a kidney, and you can find his information on Ray Needs a Kidney on Facebook. I'd also like to send a special shout out to my good friend and close buddy, a great kidney advocate, and he loves to share and create posters and create awesome content and create videos. And he's also a very, very great teacher and a friend of mine. His name is Jeff Brown. And I'd like to give a huge shout out to Jeff for coming on. He actually lives in Abu Dhabi. And he had to wake up like extra early. And that just shows you the level of commitment that Jeff has for advocacy and helping these kidney warriors who are in need. And we advocate for many, and we try to help as many as we can. But Jeff is an amazing friend. We speak pretty much daily, and he's helped me out a lot. He's taught me a lot of different tools and helped me with some advocacy work, and helped me with learning a lot about creating content for patients who are in need. Guys, I really appreciate Jeff and Ray coming on, and it was an amazing live interview. You can find this live interview on YouTube. You'll also be able to find this podcast pretty much everywhere: Spotify, Apple, Amazon Music, Pandora. Again, you can find this podcast as well on YouTube. But guys, I will not hold you any longer. I'm going to let you go straight into this live interview with Raymond Rodriguez. Again, guys, you can find his information at Ray Needs a Kidney on Facebook. God bless you. Take care. Hey guys, welcome to Hope with Jonathan. Tonight I have a special co-host, Mr. Jeff Brown, guys. So welcome to Hope with Jonathan. We're going to be interviewing Ray Rodriguez. He has a Facebook page, Ray Needs a Kidney. Welcome, Jeff.
Thanks for having me on again. It's a pleasure.
Oh, for sure. No doubt. I really appreciate you coming on and all the way from Abu Dhabi. What time is it over there, Jeff?
Yeah, it's shortly after 5 a.m.
Whew. Man, that is early, brother.
Yeah, well, fortunately, it's the weekend here, though. So even though I had to get up at 4 a.m. to prepare for this live broadcast, I can go back to sleep a little bit later, get some shut eye.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you'll definitely need to do that. Well,
but yeah, I'm super excited to have Ray as a guest again. As you recall, Jonathan, we interviewed him. I don't know, roughly like 3 months ago, and I had just taken him on as a page back then, a new page to advocate for him, to help him find a living kidney donor.
Oh yeah.
And so this is going to be exciting to do a follow-up interview on Ray.
Oh, for sure. Definitely excited to interview Ray again and let him share his story, his battle with kidney disease and battling dialysis, and also waiting on the transplant list. And so for those of you watching, there's a banner scrolling at the bottom that has Ray's information. You can find him on Facebook at Ray Needs a Kidney. Well, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Please go ahead and share this. Start a watch party if you would. And sharing is caring. So if you would, please share this. It's very important to get Ray's story out there. Definitely comment and interact. And I definitely would appreciate it. I know Ray would appreciate it. And hey, guys, without further ado, let's bring Ray on. Let him tell his story, and we'll get this show started.
Hey, hello everybody.
Hey Ray, how are you?
Hey Ray.
Nice to be back.
All right. How's it going in Florida?
We're having a cold spell. It's I got to turn on the heat today. Whew, it's 57 degrees.
57, huh?
Yeah. So we're hoping for a heat wave in about a week or two.
So do you, in the winter there in Florida, do you find that there are times when you actually have to put a jacket on either in the morning or in the evening? Ray?
Looks like Ray possibly froze up a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know if it was my question or.
Yeah.
We take it off for lunch and then put it back.
Yeah, he's freezing down a little bit.
There we go.
There you go.
Are you back with us, Ray? We lost you for a second.
Oh yeah, here we are. Now, as just a quick recap, I've been struggling with kidney disease since 1983, and I had gone on dialysis. The first go around was April 1st of 1998. It's always been a special day for me. And then was able to receive a transplant from my beautiful wife, Lori, and it lasted almost 18 years. What a journey it has been. Unfortunately, in 2017, here I am seeking a blood type A or O kidney again, and just hoping to get the word out and having all my friends out there all across the country helping me. This time, instead of just sharing my this video interview, I punched in every friend and hit send. Wow. I didn't know I had so many friends because I didn't know if everybody's getting the posters, the pleas for sharing or just asking for a kidney, because it just seemed like it's just the same loop of people that's receiving it and sharing it. So I think next time I'm gonna send them out same way I sent out these interviews. If anybody's watching and hasn't been seeing my posters or my pleas for sharing or donating a kidney, please let me know. You know, Facebook is funny sometimes, but I sure do appreciate them. Let me see, 3 months. I've just been trying to lose weight and being ready for when you get the call. You never know when the assist is going to come from or when it's going to come in. So I try to be ready because I am 58 and, you know, I get nervous about them. Giving a kidney to a younger person and things like that, healthier person. I just want to get transplanted before, my health starts to fade. But, with you guys helping me and everything, I really appreciate it. And from my friends and family in the countryside helping. This is a great country, the red, white, and blue of America. Man, I'm blessed to have migrated here.
Yes.
Right. Well,
yes.
It's an honor. It's an honor to advocate for you, and I think you touched on something really important, Ray, and that's that it's something that people don't always take into consideration. That people from the outside looking in, that is, and that's that kidney warriors every year have to get reevaluated to be eligible health-wise to stay on the transplant list. Okay, and all the while anything could crop up, right, that is with their health that could somehow prevent you from being eligible to be on the transplant list, because yes, you're battling kidney disease, but there are other extenuating circumstances with your health, in terms of your health that could prevent you from being eligible at any moment. I mean, it could be diabetes, it could be high blood pressure, it could be a myriad of different things.
Problem. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Most definitely.
And those superhero shields help protect me. But yeah, well, remember, Jeff, I don't know if Jonathan heard the story last time, but I was 5 days, I was doing pre-op. I had a donor, a live donor. And
Right. Yeah.
they were doing pre-op and they found that bacteria in my lungs because it was for people that are immunosuppressed, they're susceptible to this MAC infection in the lungs. It comes from the air or dirt, water. I boil all my water now. I just don't trust the water system, especially here in Florida. And
Okay. All right.
got to be careful. 5 days.
You got to be 100% safe. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. So Ray, why don't you tell everybody what your concerns are right now as far as your situation with waiting for transplant?
Well, right now, I on Fridays when I get down to my dry weight, my blood pressure and my heart rate drop, and I'm just getting nervous about that because I know being on dialysis, the calcification, can wreak havoc on the arteries. The calcium, that's what my problem is now, too much calcium.
Right.
And it'll be 4 years soon on dialysis. And, I'll be careful because I don't think there's really, I found one treatment plan, but that's like a cancer treatment plan they use, and it's pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
But there's got to be some place that has like a rotor-rooter for it. But anyway, I'll just keep looking.
Yeah.
Right. So your blood pressure drops. So instead of dealing with hypertension, you actually at your dry weight deal with hypotension.
Right. And
did you Jonathan, when you were on dialysis, did you ever have to deal with hypotension instead of hypertension?
Oh yeah, especially when they took off a lot of fluids on me. Depending upon how much fluid they took off, but yeah, almost every treatment I had, especially toward the end of treatment, I would go into what they call a hypo situation where it would actually drop usually around 90/60, which is pretty low, sometimes even below that. So, and what I would normally do is I would normally have to drink some fluid right then and there to get it to come back up. They wouldn't let me leave the facility until it came back up, to a safe range. So most of the time,
I remember
it's from removal of too much fluid, or maybe you came in with too much fluid. So, yeah.
I've heard of some people even cheating and having like a Coke or a Pepsi handy.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't do that because of my type 2 diabetes, but yeah, I have heard people doing that. Yeah.
Are you still diabetic?
And I say cheat because I know that you're supposed to stay completely away from colas when you're a kidney warrior. It has things in it that are phosphorus content, in other words.
Right.
Oh yeah. And to answer your question, Ray, yes, I am still a type 2 diabetic, but I'm managing it very well with diet, medicine, and exercise.
All right, good. Keep it up because they took me off my medication because the reason I became a diabetic was from the transplant meds, from the steroids. And once I dropped, once I dropped over 100 pounds, I think it was, I stopped the insulin and all that.
The immunosuppressants will actually shoot your sugar up just a little bit. So it normally will increase. I notice after I take the immunosuppressants that it raises my sugar level just a bit. But like I said, I'm controlling it also with diet, exercise. My exercise routine definitely brings it down. So I've just got to continue and maintain. They warned me after a transplant that when you have a working kidney,
the body stores the sugars differently than when you're on dialysis. It gets washed right out of your blood, right?
Right.
But what
Right,
happens
yeah.
is when you have a kidney, it stores the sugars differently. And they warned me that I would probably start seeing an increase of sugar levels, glucose levels in the blood. And so, sure enough, when I got home, yes, my sugar levels went up, and they ended up just increasing my medications. So that's what they did for me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
See, it's really important
And that
for me to
that
be able
probably
to
took
keep
some
my
time
brain.
to manage, and
Oh
that
yeah.
probably took a couple months to manage and adjust, right, Jonathan?
Oh yeah, for sure. Also, I only drink water, so I don't even attempt to ever touch a soda or
Good
sweet
for you.
anything sweet at all. I don't drink juice or anything. I drink just straight water. A lot of times I do drink. If I want something different, I'll drink unsweetened tea. So that seems to help with a little bit of lime juice. So that usually is kind of a dinner drink for me.
You know, diabetes and hypertension, the two leading causes of kidney disease, right, are very prevalent in my family. So I am always, it's always at the forefront of my mind to stay away from, to keep my weight where it is, and exercise, because I never want to cross that line of nearing type 2 diabetes. And that's, because too many people in my family have it. And
Yeah.
one of the things that people sometimes neglect to keep in mind is, even though fruit juices are healthy to drink, they have a lot of natural sugars in them, right? Which can also, go be bad for you in the long run, and especially in terms of diabetes.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
drinking, I can understand why you would only want to drink water, right? Hey,
Oh yeah.
it's healthy, and it quenches your thirst better than anything.
Right.
Amen.
Oh, water is life. So,
Yeah.
I abused my body for a long time drinking just Mountain Dew, Dr. Peppers, all type of different sodas, and I'm done with all that. I have a new body now, new life with my transplant. I want to take care of it as long as I can. And
Right.
but
So, well, let me pick your brain real quick, Jonathan.
sure.
Are you on 3 immunosuppressants? I just wanted to see if anything has changed.
I'm on 2. I'm on Prograf and Cellcept, and I'm on 2 every 12 hours.
Okay. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I was on, plus the prednisone for
Okay.
18
See,
years.
and Ray, was it the prednisone that caused you to gain the weight and have diabetes problems?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a roommate that was he was a health nut, and as soon as he got the transplant, he used to jog and do everything, and his sugar went up to like 400, and he never had problems with anything. But as soon as they put the steroids in him, bam,
Yeah.
he had to go on
Oh
insulin.
man.
So Ray, I want to tell you my program, the doctor, unless you're already prescribed the steroid, they will not prescribe you the steroid now. They're doing more of these breathing treatments that they gave me, and then they put me on Valsite and Bactrim as an antiviral. But right now, currently, I'm not on a steroid at all.
Oh,
So,
good, great.
So I'm
Hopefully you'll have
thankful
to.
for that.
Yeah, I'm on a breathing
Yeah, well,
treatment too for the rest of my life because of that mat. I'm afraid to get it again.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
So Ray, where are you currently listed at?
Let me run into this. Okay, I'm at the Pittsburgh VA, right? And they're only taking, that's the only one that's taking live donors or cadavers. I wanted to get listed at the VA in Tennessee or Idaho, anywhere, Iowa. They have like 6 or 7 kidney transplant centers, the VA. But because of COVID, they kind of clamped down on things, and they wouldn't pass my name along for a referral to get listed at the other VA clinics. So in the meantime, my 2 years is coming up where, like I said before, Tampa General, I was going to get a transplant there, but they found out in my lungs. And in the meantime, they found a prostate cancer. So I got delisted from them, my local hospital. And they said I had to wait 2 years, even though they removed the prostate and the urologist vouched with all the testing and everything that I'm clear. They still made me wait 2 years. So that would be in April. So in the meantime, I'm getting billboards. My friend Kristen, she helped me with ideas and everything. And she got transplanted. And I don't know how I'm going to do it, but she gets up at 5 a.m, and goes to the gym before she goes to work. Right now, she's battling a little bit with COVID, but gotta be with her. But anyway, yeah, I'm afraid of gaining weight and the diabetes again after the transplant. So I got to make sure I keep going to the gym. The gym, everybody's afraid to go to the gym right now. There's only like 2 or 3 people that go in. So, and the Planet Fitness up the street, they're pretty clean. And I wear gloves and a mask, and and I lost my train of thought. But anyway, I'll be listed at Tampa General soon. Oh yeah, and the billboards started going up. Digital billboards, pretty cool. We're getting working out a deal with a second billboard company, and we had to stay away from the flyers because with COVID again, people are afraid to touch it, or stores.
Right, that's understandable. I mean,
yeah. And then the T-shirts. There used to be street festivals, because of COVID, no street festivals, so we can't hand out flyers or T-shirts or anything. We can't wear our T-shirts to public events because of COVID. Yeah. But yeah, it's really screwing up the country in many ways.
Yeah.
Have you been? So that's.
Go ahead, Jeff.
I was just gonna say that's awesome about the digital billboards, and so you you were given some well-deserved credit to your friend Kristen. Is that Kristen McCall?
Yep. Yeah, she's great. All
right.
Yeah. What I was going to ask you was, have you been asked or to participate in taking the COVID vaccine or offered it yet?
Oh yeah, they're making me take it before the transplant, because a lot of people are having trouble or afraid with the transplant and getting that COVID shot, because you have to take the second one within 28 days, because that's the one that kicks it in.
Yeah.
So they told me to do it now before I get a transplant.
Yeah.
But my wife is nervous about that because she doesn't want to get it. I know she don't want me to get it, but I really don't have much of a choice, because everybody in dialysis has to get it.
Yeah. Yeah, much like the flu shot, I didn't take it for these vaccines for years, but after I got sick with kidney disease, I was pretty much forced to do it. And I've had a couple of flu shots now, and I actually go Saturday, Ray, to get my COVID vaccine.
They told me to.
Awesome. Okay.
The nurses at the VA, they told me to use your power arm for both shots, because you'll see why, but it's better.
Yeah.
Oh, what is it like? Is it like that peanut butter shot in the military, right?
Fun days.
Yeah. And so, guys, Ray's actually a veteran. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your veteran background?
Actually, that's where I got sick. I was stationed in Guam, and I kept getting written up because of gaining weight. And here it was fluid buildup. And it took a while before they diagnosed it. and they call it glomerulonephritis because it's like a catch-all. But they said it could have been from the shots when they inoculated me when I went overseas, and also it could have been from a virus that I picked up over there. So I had that, and then I had so many second opinions because for me it's hard to just accept what you tell me, especially a doctor. There were nothing but monitors because they didn't cure the kidney disease. I'm 19, 20 years old, and I go to the appointments, and hey Trish, I go to the appointments, and they just get blood work, take this, take that, don't eat that, but nothing. I don't know. And here it is, so many decades later, and it's still the same. But then I like what Steve's doing with Belcher, educating the public on the diet, because with Spanish folks and Black folks, how our diets are, the stuff we eat, what we're raised with, and we didn't even know what a vegetable was, corn. And I didn't even know avocado wasn't a vegetable until I got married. But anyway, yeah, life is good. I got caught reading. Hello, Jarrett. Hello, Melissa. You guys back on?
Do you think what happened to you ultimately caused your kidney failure?
Only God knows.
Yeah.
That must be frustrating, though. Not really. And I understand your lack of faith or confidence in doctors because of the fact that they couldn't ever really put a finger on why exactly you have kidney disease. I mean, come on now, doctors. I mean, you go to school, you get your, you take all these tests, you get these degrees, and not a one of you can pinpoint exactly why, Ray Rodriguez has kidney disease.
Right. And most people, because since I was a little bit bigger, they assumed it was high blood pressure and diabetes. No, it worked the other way around.
Yeah.
But you just got to move on.
So I definitely appreciate Jared coming on. Jared Brown with the Warriors Quest Show. He's been commenting, and he showed up. We've got Trish Corrigan says hello. Melissa Trailer, my wife, she says hello. So we've got some guests on here that have been here to support you, Ray, and share for you and comment. So you got pretty good support staff here, including your wife, Lori.
Is that it? After all those emails I sent out? Oh, man.
Which means if you're watching this, don't be shy. Hit the share button, and it's okay to be a share monster.
That's right.
Yeah. Yes. Look at how we get on your nerves.
In other words, you know what? Let's make this thing go viral. Let's disseminate this all over Facebook, and let's not stop there. Let's put it all over Instagram. Let's put it on YouTube and TikTok too.
Hey, maybe you can help me with something. All right, you guys develop all these nice posters and everything, and you want me to share, but sometimes I feel hoggish, like, oh, I want the kidney. I don't want to share this. What do you think? How can I get past that?
Well, yeah, it's natural to feel that way because you want everyone to have the chance at finding a living kidney donor.
Yeah.
But the way I always look at it, Ray, is there are well over 114,000 people on the transplant organ transplant list. Out of that number, roughly 99,000 are all looking for a kidney, need a kidney.
Yeah. Except for the ones that
right.
are given.
So I mean, look, we all have that. We all have a fighting chance, and if we're promoting for you, and and I advocate for a lot of people, and your poster, your video, just so happens to separate itself from all the others, and gets its due attention as a result thereof, and finds a living kidney donor. Well,
right.
That's just how the cookie. That's just how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah. Yep, it's enough to go around.
And you know, the other thing is, and I think this is what we all should look at is, if you see a poster or video for somebody else I'm advocating for, or someone, or even some other advocate is advocating for. I love the fact, and I see this from you and your wife Lori, you all share it, you know. And I've been thinking a lot lately. It's hard to get sometimes friends and family members to share as often as you'd like. But what if all of us who are in this kidney disease community, what if we all just shared each other's, you know, you scratch my back, I scratch your back, and I'll reciprocate for you, you reciprocate for me, and before you know it, the shares have doubled or tripled, you know.
Yeah.
So Ray, let me interject real quick as a transplant recipient. So I can kind of sympathize with what you're saying about, you know, maybe you feel a little bit guilty because you know so many people are on the transplant list, and you're like, you know, why do I need to beg people for a kidney when there's so many other people out there that are, you know, much more deserving and things like that. I had the very same type of thoughts. You know, I thought, oh God, why me? Why did I end up getting a kidney and somebody else didn't? And my reply to that is that God has a plan specifically meant for you. And the right kidney is out there specifically for you, just like the right kidney was out there specifically for me. And the only person that knows that, if you're a faith believer, is is God. God's the one that orchestrates all that. And there's no scheme or there's no strategy with that. It's just you have to leave it in God's hands and not worry about it. And then when you get done with getting your transplant, then you go and you do the work for others, and you start sharing your story and you start helping others. And that's the way I think that you can repay, and pay it forward.
Oh yeah, that's what Lori and I are both planning on.
Yeah.
Right. That's a very good way to that's a good analogy and a good way to look at it, Jonathan. Thank you for putting that into perspective. I would affirm and agree with you on that, on all of that, actually. I mean, I do believe that God has a grand design, you know, for everything and everybody. Yes. There's a reason and a season for everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Jesus is what helped me get to this stage in life.
Yeah. We got a Lizzie Shern on. You know Lizzie, Ray?
Probably not personally, but no.
Thank you for watching, Lizzie. Thanks,
Jared.
Thank
you, Lizzie.
Appreciate you, Jared.
I got so many friends on my friends list, I lose track.
Yeah, we got a lot of people watching. So Ray, currently right now you've been battling, dialysis. You've been juggling your schedule with that, and then you're also exercising. So you're, in desperate need right now of a living kidney donor. Do you have a very high PRA, or do you know where your PRA is right now?
Well, I'm going to be getting a new one because how they delisted me, Tampa General, they delisted me. So I'm going to have a meeting with them this spring. And I guess I should contact Pittsburgh and see if mine dropped or anything.
Yeah. And so your blood type is A, which means that you can accept an O as well. And then, of course, people know about the paired exchange program as well, which accepts all blood types.
Right. And I always tell all my friends and everything, what good is dying with 2 kidneys? And you just, you can share one.
True.
Man, don't have to be the me. If it was one of your kinfolk, how would you like it?
Right, and that's simply how everyone should be looking at this. We can't take these organs with us to heaven, and they're just going to go back to dust. And look, donate. Check that box when you renew your driver's license.
I'm sorry. She's the one that first alerted us to the billboard.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
We were just talking about this last night. I really think that they need to make it a federal law that they receive some sort of education on organ donation when they go in and get their driver's license. Because a lot of people, they don't even realize what they could do as signing up as being an organ donor. Just in case something happens, and you pass away unexpectedly, you could help save so many different people's lives.
Right.
Yeah, we touched on.
Here's a thought.
How it should be automatically. Everybody is a registered donor. And if you want to opt out, that's your choice. You can sign up for an opt-out.
Right. So it more or less could be like the default option unless you manually check to become a non-donor. Yeah. Exactly. I'm a component of that. I'm for that totally.
Yeah. Yeah. I would definitely vote for that as well if it was ever proposed to basically, you're automatically a donor, and then if you have the chance to opt out if you want to, but if not, by default, you're automatically a donor if something happened to you.
Yeah. Hopefully now the infighting with the politicians is of the past, so we can get on with business of the country. And we can press this because they passed that immunosuppressant with Medicare, so they can pass this.
Yes, which is
huge. That was huge.
It was huge. Huge, Ray. We'll never have to worry again about how we're going to, pay for our medications. Those medications are very expensive when it comes to the immunosuppressants.
That's right.
If you lose your insurance for whatever reason and you can't afford them, then you're basically begging for medication. And some people actually
transplant it.
Yeah, some people's actually lost their transplant because they ran out of medication and they had really nowhere to turn.
Not only that, but for those kidney warriors such as our brother Ray here, and your health insurance only covers so much. You still have to pay for what is I think 20% or more. Dialysis is not cheap, right? And neither are the medications. There's still a certain money amount that you're paying afterward.
Absolutely, but I'm okay because I go through the VA with everything, and except for the first time around, and I was a Teamster. So and worked in New Jersey, and they cover disability insurance automatically. Wouldn't that be great? The whole country did that. There's not too many states that do that. Disability, if you become disabled, you can collect unemployment. New Jersey, it was great like that. And with the Teamsters.
So you were part of the union then in New Jersey.
Yeah, and with the customers at where I used to work, they had fundraisers for me, and they had enough to pay for Cobra for 13 months. Because what good is having Cobra if you can't afford to pay the insurance and all that stuff? Ugh.
Exactly. It's no good at all.
Yeah, so I've been blessed my whole life. I guess kidney disease has made me a better person.
Well, hardships will either break you or make you, and it all depends on the outlook and how you decide to tackle it,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Deal with it.
Kidney disease was life altering for me, and it changed everything about me. I'm a new person today because of kidney disease, and I'm living my life completely different than what I was. The first 41 years, I did everything I wanted, ate what I wanted, lived how I wanted, and then I was hit by this huge lightning bolt, and it was called kidney disease, and it's totally changed my life, totally turned me 360. Major wake up call, just moments from death, and the great thing is that I lived, and that I feel like I'm doing something positive, and I want to help people like you, Ray, to see you through to get your transplant and see you improve your life and get off of dialysis, because that was one of the main things that really bothered me, was living life on dialysis. Although transplant is just another form of treatment, it's the best form of treatment for kidney failure.
Right.
Totally. So what people, I think, forget is that when people are on dialysis, and Ray can attest to this, it's keeping you alive, but it's not doing any of the other things that a kidney normally does, right? So your condition isn't at all improving while you're on dialysis. The dialysis machine is only doing the function of purifying your blood and taking away the excess fluids, right? It's not doing some of the other duties and functionalities that the kidneys normally would be doing, such as helping regulate your blood pressure, helping maintain an acid-base balance, and keeping your hormones that affect your blood and your bones at a good balanced level.
Yeah. Look at the calcification with the calcium deposits, and it's a lot of side effects.
Right. And look, we touched on this a few minutes ago, but it's very important that when people watch this video, please, and I implore you to please,
thank you, Lizzie,
put yourselves in Ray's shoes and ask yourself, what would you do? And that's the way that we have to look at this. Is, my goodness, that is no kind of way to live life. There's a cloud, and it's a dark cloud, hovering over people with kidney disease. It's a dark cloud, and that's because it's a situation of precarious balance and imbalance of things of sorts, because you never know what's going to happen. There's so many invariables that you're dealing with, things that are out of your control, such as you have no idea who's going to come forward to be a living kidney donor. You don't know when.
And if they're willing to go to Pittsburgh.
There you go. And so there are all sorts of things, important things that have to fall in place just right. And it's those things that are so worrisome. And look, if you're watching this video, number one, click on the share button, and number two, help us advocate for Ray to find him a living kidney donor. Because this is no kind of life to live long term.
Yes.
We would like very much for Ray to find a living kidney donor.
Yes. 2 pints of water is not enough.
And And engagement is key. So, guys, if you would, you see Ray's poster or anybody else's poster, please become involved and engaged, and leave a comment on these posters and share it. It takes just a click of like a second. Not even that. Just tap the button. Go ahead. Don't be afraid. Go ahead and share it. And you never know who it's going to get in front of. And I kind of have this feeling like, that one time that you don't share may be a missed opportunity for, Ray to receive a kidney of somebody that, feels compelled to step forth. So you never know who this video may come from or get in front of, or a poster or some sort of, advocation for Ray. You never know who it's going to get in front of, and they're going to feel compelled to step forth and be his donor.
Yeah. Talk to your family doctor.
For sure.
Your family doctor will tell you if you're healthy enough, or if he recommends it or not recommend it.
Yeah.
Start there.
And
so where can we find your information at, Ray?
Pardon me?
Where can we find your information at, Ray?
My information?
Yeah.
On Facebook. I'm on YouTube, some of my daily journals. Ray Needs a Kidney on Facebook, mostly.
Okay.
And regular Facebook, Ramon Rodriguez.
Okay.
I'm all over the place. The billboards.
Specifically, where are the billboards located at, Ray?
We're down here in Florida, Palm Harbor. We're still trying to find out where they put the other ones, because there's 4 from Company A. And we only found one location.
Okay.
And Company B, this time I told my brother. My brother helped me. He's the salesman, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
But he didn't ask where they're going to be. He just was just happy that they went with it. But yeah.
So you have a total of how many? 5, 6?
4, and possibility with the Company 2, 8.
8.
Billboard.
Okay.
Wow.
My transplant coordinator at the VA, she almost got into an accident today because she goes, "Why? I know him."
All right, that's great. So, do they all have the same picture, or the same poster up, or do they have? Does each one have a different? Does each one have a different appearance?
Lori posted them.
Yeah.
There's one with me standing in front of the American flag. We changed it with the second company. We have it help a veteran. I don't remember. And we have 1 or 2 in the dialysis chair. Well, I'll have to post them again.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's so many of them, but yeah, I mean, I think that's a great resource to tap into, especially in COVID-19, as you were addressing earlier. You can't utilize some of these other resources like the flyers or going to festivals and showing off your T-shirt walking billboard. I still believe that the T-shirt, and Jonathan is a proponent of the T-shirt, is a great way to promote yourself as you're walking around in a store, be it Walmart, Costco, or a shopping mall, right? Yeah. But and the people also use a car decal sticker. Have you ever had that, Ray?
The cards, yeah, we have the cards, but not the
ones that go on your car.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We have a yard sign, and that's what attracted the first donor. Yeah. So now we got 2 more yard signs. Hopefully the city will let me put it up somewhere. But yeah, we're gonna branch off. Hey, you gotta go begging for it. I ain't too proud.
That's right. Put a sign on every angle, so no matter what. no matter where someone's driving by your house, they're going to see the sign and the information very visibly and clearly.
Yeah, Lori's going to get a sandwich board and go up and downtown, up and walking the side. Yeah,
There you
Lori.
go.
What?
There you go.
She's trying to hide.
Yeah, I love those signs that you can put over your head, and wear and walk around.
Yeah.
It draws.
When I was younger and I was the high school age, I worked at Little Caesars for like 4 years, right? And when I first started working there, I actually had to put on the mascot uniform of Little Caesar character, right? And do you remember, how big the hands are? And so that's what makes it. So can you imagine if I could put on like some sort of kidney mascot uniform, and hold the sign up for you, right? I would be right out front of your house doing that for you, and you can bet your bottom dollar on that.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Well, Ray, I think those are great ideals. I think the billboard ideal is awesome. Also, the T-shirt ideal is amazing because you're basically a walking billboard at that point.
Yeah. And then you have that contact information for the transplant team.
Yes, sir.
Somebody can call and get more information. So y'all that need ideas, check it out with the billboard companies.
Yeah.
They have so many empty spaces.
Yeah.
And they need the tax write-off. So just don't be shy. It's your life. You have to fight for it.
Right. So, Ray, if you would, why don't you tell everyone in closing tonight as we end this show? It's been a great interview. Again, I really appreciate you coming on and Jeff co-hosting with me. But in closing, why don't you give everyone, your expression on what a kidney would do for you?
I had more energy. Might be able to go back to work. I'd be able to not worry about the heart so much and the other side effects of dialysis. And instead of drinking 2 pints of water, I can drink maybe 4 or 6 or 8, whatever they want me to. I'll drink it. Just give me some kind of what's that word? Resemblance of a normal life. Life ain't normal. I don't care who you are. It's just not. Everybody's different. We all have our obstacles to overcome. Some people are predisposed to be happy. Some are predisposed to be sad. I trend on happiness. Every day I can drive and get up and breathe. It's a great day. Sure, I get depressed. That's why I skipped out on the last interview. I postponed it for this time around, is because we all get into that cycle, get in the dumps, but it didn't take me long to come out of it. Got to pull up my drawers and keep on going. All right, it was nice chatting with y'all. Whenever you want to reach out to me, go ahead. Especially you newbies, if you want to know what life is like on dialysis, I'll give you the hard stuff and the good stuff. At least you're living. You're on dialysis.
I always appreciate your candor, Ray. And I regardless of what's going on in your life, and it isn't easy to deal with. And if somebody like you, who's so prone and inclined to smile constantly, if somebody like you can get in the dumps, by all means, that's what people need to realize is, hey, this is no kind of life to live, right? And and it's not a quality of life that we would wish on anybody, So the long term, no one wants to be consigned and looking at a future of dialysis, which consumes your life. You're going to in-center hemodialysis, which means you're spending 4 hours a visit 3 times a week. So My goodness. I mean, and by the time you get out of that dialysis center, it might be a total going, longer than 4 hours each time. So you're almost maybe spending close to 15 hours of your week at a dialysis center.
Yeah.
I usually get up at 5 o'clock in the morning so I can make it in there by 7:30.
Yeah.
Well, beyond by 7:30. Yeah. But
and how do you feel after dialysis?
I feel like crap before dialysis, getting up that early.
Uh-huh.
Man, let me see how you do it. But I just put one step forward and keep going. Because I used to go.
It's something
at noon.
I remember when. My wife would have to come home from dialysis, and granted, it would require rest. I mean, she would have to rest for a recovery time about 1 to 2 hours after dialysis. So you're spending 4+ hours at the dialysis center for dialysis, and then when you come home, you're also having to recover from it.
Yeah, and I can't sleep there because it's not that I don't trust them, but I'm in charge of my own health. I want to make sure they're doing the right thing. I trust you, girl. They're watching me last time, so I'm sure they are.
Well, Ray, again, I really appreciate you coming on Hope with Jonathan. It's been a great interview. It's very informative. We've laughed and we've shared, and it's been a great interview. I really appreciate Jeff, who's 9 hours ahead of us in Abu Dhabi, to wake up and come on early. Such a commitment, such a sacrifice to join us. So I really appreciate you, Jeff. And
you're welcome. It's my honor.
Yeah, appreciate your advocacy work. Appreciate what you do, what you're doing for these patients, and also Ray, really appreciate you coming on and expressing your personal story and your journey. And again, guys, you can find him at Ray Needs a Kidney on Facebook. His information is scrolling below. You should be able to find most of his information there on Ray Needs a Kidney on Facebook. And guys, again, I really appreciate you tuning in to Hope with Jonathan. It's been a great interview. Look for other projects coming and more patients that we're going to be interviewing soon.
All right. God bless you. Thank you.
That's right. Hit the share button. Let's find Ray a kidney.
That's right. Continue to share this with your friends. And again, it's going to be on it was live on Ray's page. It was live on Hope with Jonathan. And then also it's on YouTube tonight. So you'll be able to find it at any given time at those locations.
All right, cool. All right, good night, y'all. Or good morning.
All right, good night. You take care, Ray. God bless you.
Right, thank you. Thank you for everything. God bless you.
No problem. All right, Jeff. Well, I appreciate you again, and it's been a great interview. Again, guys, Ray Needs a Kidney. You can see behind me. He's got an amazing wife, Lori, who helps him advocate as well. I'll try to move out of the way so you can kind of see. But great interview, very informative. Again, Ray's in dire need of a living kidney donor. And we really appreciate Ray for coming on and interviewing with us tonight.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me as a co-host, Jonathan. It's always a pleasure.
No problem. We're going to sign off, guys. Thanks again for watching Hope with Jonathan.
This will conclude our interview with Raymond Rodriguez. Again, guys, I really appreciate all the feedback, love, and support for Hope with Jonathan podcast. You guys can find us at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're actually on TikTok. And most importantly, I want to mention that we're also on YouTube. All you have to do is type in Hope with Jonathan, and you'll be able to find most of our content, okay? Really appreciate it, guys. And again, guys, you can find Ray's information at Ray Needs a Kidney. I appreciate Ray and Jeff for coming on and doing the live stream interview. And guys, please share this with your friends, okay? Ray would definitely appreciate it. Again, Ray is in desperate need and in dire need of a living kidney donor to come forth. Again, guys, this has been another Hope with Jonathan podcast. Really appreciate all the love and support. God bless, and to remember, take care of your kidneys because you're the only one that can do that, okay? And remember, you're your own best advocate, so you have to be looking out for yourself. Stay safe out there. God bless, and get your kidneys checked out. Take care.